Hey guys, what's going on? It's Infinity Sheep, and welcome back to another episode of Infinity Sheep News! We're going to talk about things LEGO, movies, and more. Let's get into our first topic here being some LEGO. Forgot to mention, but there are timestamps in the description of this video, so if you want to hop around to all the different chapters, you can do so. And we've got a bunch of new Jurassic World sets that just were announced, released in May, June, and August. The first set here is set number 77984, being Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler, retailing for $269.99 Canadian. This set looks great, and definitely something I'll be adding to my collection in the near future. It releases on May 7th, so pretty soon. This looks like a great set, another just awesome creator expert, card, display, licensed movie card, and I just love getting more of those. Of course, I have the DeLorean, and I've got the Batman, Batmobile 1966. I've got that one. And I love these creator expert cards, especially from my favorite movies. And definitely, this looks like an awesome one to add to my collection, as I have a pretty big Jurassic collection. I've got all the 30th anniversary sets. I've got the display, the diorama, and I've got just so many cool Jurassic items in my collection. And definitely, this is an awesome one that I'm going to be adding to my collection in the near future. The next set here is set number 77985, being the Dinosaur Fossil Triceratops, retailing for $154.99 Canadian. This set releases in June. I will not be adding this to my collection. I don't collect the fossils, but I love the way it looks. It looks awesome. Definitely something super cool, and it does come with an exclusive minifigure. So, it's got something that definitely the minifigure collectors are going to want. The next set here is set number 77978. That being the Young T-Rex Transport Truck, retailing for $42.99 Canadian. This releases in August, so the rest of the sets I'm going to be talking about released in August. And I'm not really interested in this set. It's not something that I'm going to be getting. It is a 4+ set. I don't collect the 4+ sets. I like the cool cars, the cool dinosaurs. I like, the cool moments and stuff that they do. And it's not something that I'm picking up, but still, it's awesome to see, sets for people who are, a younger age. I think it's awesome to have sets like this. The next set is set number 77977, that being the Baby Dinosaur Paleodon, and it will retail for... Hey, it's Infinity Sheep here. I'm currently editing this episode, and I realized I made a mistake with the pricing of one or two of the sets. And so the first set I was talking about was the Baby Dinosaur Paleodon, and that is $42.99 Canadian. I did not have a price on the sheet. I forgot to do it, and I figured that out in the editing. So yeah, my bad, and just enjoy the rest of the video. And then the next set being set number 77981, that being the Velociraptor Stegosaurus Paleodon Rescue, retailing for $69.99 Canadian. So I'm guessing the other one was, I believe, $59.99 Canadian. It looks really cool. Of course, you get multiple big dinosaurs, and it just looks super cool. It looks like a great set. And then the next set is set number 77982, that being the Spinosaurus Dinosaur Escape, retailing for $109.99 Canadian. Oh boy! A set from Jurassic Park 3. We have not seen that in a long time. Of course, there was this thing called LEGO Studios, where it was basically making your own movies, but with Lego, being used with other properties. So I know that they did a couple of Jurassic Park 3, and of course, those sets are coveted, and definitely I'd love to one day have in my collection. I would love to own those. I've always wanted to. And finally, getting a Jurassic Park 3 set. And this one looks awesome. Like I said, brick-built dinosaur. It looks super cool, and definitely is something that you can easily display. You actually have it where you can easily display it with this cool enclosure and stuff. And I think it's just going to be an awesome display piece, and also a great play set. And then the last set is set number 77983, that being the Mosasaurus Dinosaur Boat Attack, retailing for $139.99 Canadian. This set actually looks really cool. Of course, you get a giant, not brick built, but molded dinosaur. Of course, last year we got a brick built version. So finally getting a molded part for that dinosaur is awesome. It definitely is something super cool. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about these Jurassic World sets. Now moving on to our next topic here, being some more LEGO, that being LEGO One Piece, 7 new sets, and they all look really, really cool. The first one here being set number 75661, that being Dr. Hinnick's Hideout, retailing for $42.99. This one actually looks quite interesting. It is the cheapest of this wave. There are a lot of sets that are quite price, higher price than the last wave, and it looks cool. Plenty of awesome looking minifigures. Definitely this is a line that has really cool minifigures, and I've seen all the minifigures for this wave. They look phenomenal. The next set here being Showdown with Captain Smoke, that being set number 75642, retailing for $99.99 Canadian, and this also is a really cool looking set. Hey guys, it's me again. I forgot an entire set from my sheet here. I literally forgot a set, that being set number 75643, Tony Toy Chop, retailing for $99.99 Canadian. I completely forgot about the set. I'll have a picture of it on screen. So yeah, my apologies, and get back to the video. It does look awesome. Next up is set number 75647, that being the Gum Gum Fruit, retailing for $99.99 Canadian. This is a display set. Of course, you do get Monkey D. Luffy with the stretched out arms. He can now just flail and move and all that, which is quite cool. But it's just, when it comes to the other One Piece sets, I think the other ones are cooler than this. So I do think that this one, it's a nice display piece, but it's not the crazy cool, awesome display play sets that we're going to be talking about, which, let's move on to the next one, being set number 75644, that being Dory versus Boki Giants in the Little Garden, retailing for $114.99 Canadian. This set looks really cool. I like the fact that it's two brick-built characters that you can actually fight with and stuff. It looks cool, and of course, just more trouble minifigures. It's One Piece. All the minifigures are great. The next set being set number 75645, Battle at Drum Castle, retailing for $154.99 Canadian, and just yet again, just incredible build, incredible minifigures, just looks awesome and is super cool as a playset, but also as a display piece. Holy cow, One Piece, they're just crushing it so far with these sets. They are just crushing it so far with these sets, and we haven't even finished. There's still one more, that being the Goppies Marine Battleship, that being set number 75646, retailing for $249.99 Canadian. This is the most expensive set, and holy cow, this thing looks awesome. It looks sick as heck. This is just a cool ship. Oh, photo of it on screen. This thing looks awesome. And of course, just more incredible minifigures. They're just crushing it with this theme. This is the second wave, and they're still doing incredible stuff. And man, if you're not a fan of One Piece, just respect to this awesome theme, doing super well. And definitely, what do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comment section below. Are you excited for these new One Piece sets? And then the last thing I have here from LEGO is LEGO Minifigures Series 29. Releases on May 1st and will retail for $5.99 Canadian. And definitely, there are some really cool figures. Of course, one of a Ninjago character, that being Lloyd, and then the one that, oh my goodness, just gets me excited, is Bionicle Cosplayer. Yes, they're doing a Bionicle minifigure. If you don't know, Bionicle is a discontinued theme that was awesome. It was this buildable character theme. It was super cool. It was half Technic, half Lego. It was so cool. Oh my goodness. Freaking Bionicle absolutely rocked. Of course, I grew up, it was Bionicle, Chima, Ninjago, Ultra Agents, all these awesome themes. And definitely I'm just super excited that we're getting a freaking Bionicles minifigure. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And I hope you guys are excited for this. I'm hoping to get my hands on this on May 1st. And it's going to be tough. A lot of people are going to want this minifigure. And let me know in the comment section below. Will you guys pick up any of the minifigures from this awesome new series? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, on to some movie news. The first one I've got here is we're getting a new Lord of the Rings movie. Like, this is one of the big pieces of the entire show for this episode. And that being that we're getting a new Lord of the Rings film going to be directed by Peter Jackson. And the script and the movie in general, one of the people that's working on it is Stephen Colbert. Now, if you don't know who Stephen Colbert is, he, of course, had The Late Show with, I believe, it was there was a late night show with Stephen Colbert. Of course, it was a really popular thing, of course. He's one of the bigger of the late night hosts. Of course, everyone probably knows like Jimmy Fallon and like, Conan. Of course, he does the Oscars, which apparently did a really good job this year. Of course, is awesome. And I did not know this, but Stephen Colbert is a huge Tolkien fan, and him and his son have been working on a script for about over 2 years, and they're actually going to have help from the people who made the original script. Of course, I believe it's Philippa. Yeah, Philippa. And it's just super exciting that we're getting more Lord of the Rings. This is going to be a film that will take place after the events of Return of the King, and I'm just super excited to see how this works. And it's just going to be super interesting. We're going to get to see some incredible, hopefully new characters, but also we're going to have, Samwise Gamgee, we're going to have Merry and Pippin. Of course, I do not think that Frodo will be involved in this, movie. It doesn't seem like it's going to be, and definitely this is super exciting. And this is only just the first story. This is just the first story. This is just going to get even crazier. Next up, a sequel to Wonka is now in production, or I believe probably pre-production, or they're going to start shooting the movie later this year. And thank goodness, because the first one was just a delight. Of course, I knew it was going to be good. It's Paul King. Paul King doesn't disappoint bags in 1 and 2. Come on. And then I saw Wonka, and it was just incredible. Of course, I've already sung its praises before, and thank goodness we're getting a sequel, a well-deserved sequel, and I was super happy about that. And then, here we go. The final story. It's basically a 2-part story, because currently we are in an insane point in time when it comes to Marvel, and most importantly, Spider-Man. We right now have CinemaCon going on. We're going to have a bunch more coverage in an upcoming episode of Infinity Ship News. But for now, we're just going to talk about what's currently been revealed. And that is that we got the first trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day, which just, oh my god, it looks so good. Holy cow. Who dug it? That looks like an incredible movie. Just great first trailer. Of course, the most viewed movie trailer in movie history at over 1 billion views. This is insane. The trailer looks awesome. I'm super psyched for the movie. And of course, I've already talked in length before about this movie. Of course, I talked about how, Bruce Banner's going to be in the movie. Punisher's going to be in the movie. I believe that, people are speculating that Jean Grey is going to be in the movie. And that's Sadie Sink's character, which I could see that being the case. Definitely seems like it is in the trailer. And yeah, just super excited. And then the last thing, finally, an update on Spider-Verse. Finally, beyond the Spider-Verse update. It's just a couple images, but still, it's something. Because we're still a long ways away from that movie. It only has a kind of release date of June of 2027. But besides that, I don't really know much. And of course, got 4 new screenshots or 4 new images, because at CinemaCon they showed, I believe, the first 5 minutes of Beyond the Spider-Verse, and they showed this little sizzle reel of stuff that's still in production because they haven't finished the animation yet. And all I've heard is that it's incredible, and I really wish I was there, because holy cow, I've now been waiting years for this movie, and just, oh my goodness. Just super exciting, of course. Across the Spider-Verse, one of my favorite movies of all time. Absolutely love that movie. One of the best. It's goated. Come on. It's one of the best Spider-Man movies. It's just one of the best movies in general. It's so good. And let me throw it off to you guys. What do you guys think of this awesome movie news? Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Now, we made it to the end of this episode of Patient News, episode 11. That's time to let you guys know what I've got coming up next. So the next, review is going to be the Spider-Man 3 set, which I have some pretty pretty cool ideas and like cool things I'm going to be doing with that video. And then, of course, next week is going to be episode 12 of Infinity Sheep News. Yes, this is basically just part 1, and that part 2 is next week. That's right. This is really a part of a episode because they announced all of the main 4 LEGO Star Wars stuff and just other LEGO Star Wars sets. There's also a bunch of Pixar sets that were announced as well. Like, there was just too much. I couldn't just fit it into one video, or else it'd be too long. We'd be here forever. So next week, we're going to be getting episode 12, and I hope you guys stay tuned for that one, because that's going to be a crazy show. And then I believe I also have a review of the Tumblr. I just recently got it, and I'm going to be doing a review of that. And, I just got some more awesome ideas coming down the pipeline. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And of course, thank you for 150 subscribers. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It just means the world to me. That was my goal that I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit 150 before May 4th, which is basically like the day that I restarted this channel. And definitely, I'm just super happy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And of course, thank you so much for the awesome support on my latest video, with that being the Minecraft Fox review. Absolutely doing incredible. It's just doing a great job. And just thank you so much for those things. And of course, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, sheep on.